I think that of all people, and this may sound kind of funny, but I bet there's some photographers out there that understand this saying. There's an old saying that I bring up in my workshop that says, as you evolve, you should take what is useful from others. So when you're learning and you're growing, you take what is useful from them. You discard what might not be useful to you, and then you add your own. And that's how you evolve as an individual photographer. And of all people, that was actually Bruce Lee that said that as he was developing in the 60s and 70s an art known as Jeet Kune Do. And it literally was, it should never stay the same. And when I first discovered that, I I took it as it was more about photography than anything else because, of course, as a photographer, you live that existence through everything. Your whole lens of life is seen almost through a photographer. Um, so as you evolve, starting out early in the newspapers and shooting in film and so forth, as a staff photographer, you have a skill set technically that actually evolved from film into digital, um, quite different, as many would know, especially when you're shooting film like I was for the magazines with slide film. Very, very, very technically precise you have to be in fast moving situations. So that was an evolutionary process. And then moving from a staff to a freelancer was an evolutionary process. And then moving from a freelancer shooting primarily stills into incorporating video work was an evolutionary process. And so, I think that the answer to the question is you just have to be flexible, be more like bamboo than an oak tree, which I have oak trees by my house and I love them because they're so beautiful to look at, but they're very rigid. You have to kind of keep evolving. And as cliche as that sounds, it's what has kept me going and moving into different things, which I'm always open to. So, I love to shoot travel. I love to shoot street photography. I love to shoot portraits. I love to shoot everything. But you have to be, I think, in order to make it a career, you have to be willing to accept new endeavors.